Hey, hey. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy almost April. It is hard to believe that we are almost into the fourth month of the year, into the second quarter. I hope you all are doing fantastic. I want to make sure that this is working. Okay, there we go. So, hello again. I hope you all have that you have been doing well and that you have had a fantastic start to the spring. Hopefully, it is getting warmer there. I know that it is for us, and I am absolutely loving that part. So, I want to talk a little bit with it being April. We actually have 4 months until the Common Application opens up for the class of 2025, which is crazy. It is hard to believe. I know a lot of the parents that I have talked with, a lot of people that I've spoken with, they have talked about how hard it is to believe that we're there. The class of 2025, we are very close to you being able to send those applications in. So I want to talk today just about a couple things. One is and this is actually going to be a bonus. Y'all know that I throw in some extra tips and things. If you have not been on spring break yet, one of the things that I would definitely encourage you to do is to look at if you are going somewhere in that is in the United States and you're traveling. I've talked before about the option and the possibility of being able to go in and look at colleges if you are driving somewhere. So, if that's something that you're doing, or maybe you don't have a whole lot of plans, you're just taking some time to relax, this is a great time if you have not had spring break yet, or if you have, or you're planning to go somewhere else and you want to take some time and go on a weekend and just take some time to go explore some colleges. This is a great time to do it. All right. So, with that being said, as we get close to spring break, as we get closer to the beginning of spring, as we get closer to knowing that the school year is going to wrap up very soon, it's going to end up being these next couple months are going to go very quickly. Stay diligent. We want to encourage our students to stay diligent with the work. Everybody is tired. This is a time of the year where it just feels like we have been in school forever. And to some extent, we have. Some of you have already had spring break, so hopefully that was refreshing. Others of you, like our spring break for the school that I work at, does not start until Friday. So we will be off next week. And I know that there are so many people that are ready and that need that break to be able to recharge. But we want our students to stay diligent with the work that they're doing, especially if your student is taking an AP class and maybe they need to take an AP test or they have some special projects that they need to do. So just staying on top of that work, making sure that they are being wise and listening to their bodies about when they need to rest and their mental health, but also making sure that they are getting that work completed. It is going to be incredibly, incredibly important. So that's the first thing is staying diligent, staying on top of the work, get assignments turned in, make sure that they're studying. This junior year is the one of the most important years as far as students being able to show how they've grown academically. Maybe freshman year wasn't great and this is a chance to be able to say, okay, look at how much I've grown. Or maybe they are just wanting to showcase that they have continued to be diligent with the work that they're doing. But just staying on top of that work would be one of the first things. The next thing that I would say, and there have been some different changes with the digital SAT. And so that first digital SAT started earlier in March, and making sure that they are really preparing for testing. Now, if this is something that you have questions about, or you aren't quite sure what to do or how to get started, this is another really good time to say, okay, I am going to look at what test I need to take. I'm going to look at either maybe you've already taken it, your student has already taken it, and they want to find out what they should do next. And so, how do I study? How do I raise my test score? If I'm looking at the SAT and they are going to super score my test, what will that look like? And how should I focus my time? So Khan Academy is a fantastic place to be able to study if it's SAT. Khan Academy still is great, but College Board and Khan Academy actually have an official partnership so that you can get some extra support with that. And then starting to look at what does the college list actually look like. This is not just having a random list of colleges that are catered towards only that might only accept, the top 10 to 15% of applicants, if not less than that. It is having a balanced list. So looking at how are colleges accepting students? Are they accepting 90% of the students who apply? Are they accepting 50% of the students that apply? Are they accepting 30%? Are they accepting 6%? We really want to have a well-balanced list. And there are different factors, and this is something that I've talked about in the past. There are a lot of different factors that go into considering what colleges your student will be looking at. Some of that is definitely going to be the affordability piece. You can go back. I have talked about this before, but if this is something that you want to talk through, or you have some questions about how do I build that college list, please send me a message. I would love to set up a free 15-minute call to talk with you to be able to navigate what that looks like. I also have in my Confused to College Ready Facebook group that I'm going to be doing some special trainings inside of that group. And it is going to be only for people that are in that group. That group is free. I would love for you to join me so that you can get some additional information and be able to make sure that your student is on the right track. I also am planning to do some of these, some lives. I'm going to talk about what our current high school sophomores, our current high school freshmen, and even our eighth graders, what they can do to prepare. Now, I don't say any of that for the eighth graders, that this is something that I want you to stress about at all right now. But I have an eighth grader. So we are going through this at my house as we are looking at, okay, just making sure that we're staying on top of the work and ready for what's coming once he gets to high school. So those are some of the things that I would strongly, strongly encourage you to focus on. I would say for our juniors, you want to make sure that you are being diligent with the work that you're doing, that you have looked at testing and what that's going to look like for your student, and also that you're looking at that college list. And again, if that's something that you would like to talk, send me an email, admin@confusedtoready.com, or you can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. It's at Confused to College Ready. And I would love to give you some additional support and just kind of talk through what we can do to help you. I hope you all are doing well. If you are getting ready to go on spring break, enjoy that family time and have a good day, good evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.